My name is Asiodua Akumia. You can call me the Golden Girl. It's time for Let's Talk Relationship. Reverend Nanayaa, you didn't know, right?
Did you hear that? The Golden Girl.
Yes.
That's why a king is going to marry you.
Oh, amen to that. Amen to that. So it's time for Let's Talk Relationship, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to delve 2 weeks ago. Okay, so before I get into that, 2 weeks ago, if you remember, a conversation erupted in studio where we have Reverend Dr. Nanayaa Prempeh and Apostle Emmanuel Inkum here. And they shared very interesting things in relation to between the bride and the groom, whom should buy what. They had interesting opinions. And so this is what we decided to do. We decided to build on it for you today. If you're bride-to-be, you're planning on getting married, this conversation is perfect for you. So please go to our Facebook page. It is Joy Prime TV. Don't forget to hit the share button. Let everybody know that we are currently live on your screens. We have them here again with us this morning. We're going to continue that conversation because we had to. We just have to. Reverend Nanayaa.
Yes, my love.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ohineyere.
Oh, thank you for that. Fingers crossed, I'm praying and hoping.
Yes.
Yes, that king comes.
Yes.
Yes.
He surely will come.
Reverend Nanayaa, thank you for the chocolate. So Reverend Nanayaa brought me chocolates as Valentine's Day gifts. Apostle Inkum, I'll be waiting for chocolate.
I think I have to do it quick before I find myself in trouble.
That would be very lovely. That would be very lovely.
It will be more than chocolate, though.
Hey, Yepe Barakuda.
In fact, at this point, the entire crew is calling for chocolate for them as well, for themselves.
Oh, okay.
They are telling me, I'm not the one saying it, so they are the ones telling me in my ear.
That they want chocolate too.
Yeah.
Chocolate for them. That one is not their prep.
They are calling me a sellout, but it's fine. I've sold them out anyway. So please get ready to be interactive with us on all our social media platforms. So we have a very interesting list that we chanced on social media that has allocated to both the bride and the groom who should pay for what when it comes to the preparations for marriage. So what I want us to do is we will go through the lists that we got, and then if you agree with that, if you do not agree with that, and then we develop on these. Please, are we okay with that?
You should have shared it with us earlier, so we can battle it out. We are ready.
Okay.
Throw it on, bring it on.
Okay, all right. So we are getting it ready so we can put it on your screens and then we'll go through it. But let's start right from marriage preparations. Let's just get to the basics. I want to start with you, Reverend Nanayaa. The basics of preparing to marry.
Okay, the basics of preparing to marry. Good morning, everyone watching the Joy Prime across the globe. Good morning to you, my beautiful king's wife.
Thank you.
Yeah, and good morning to you, my brother, Apostle.
Good morning.
Apostle, Dr. Prophet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so preparation for marriage. First of all, there has to be a groom and a bride.
Yeah.
There has to be two people who are ready to get married. They're ready, they understand, they've gone through the necessary exchange of understanding, an MOU, which is just understanding that I love you, you love me, what are we waiting for? I want to sleep with you, but you can't touch me until you do what you got to do.
Very important.
It's usually, for me, in my experience, it's usually when the men are burning so much, and the woman will say, you want to taste that fruit? Then do what you got to do. Then do what you got to do. So it is the desire for the man to enjoy the woman he loves.
Okay.
That motivates the man. That pushes him. I can't let somebody else have this.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't
That's what it is?
What am I waiting for? I can't let somebody else have this.
She want me to fight her, man.
Don't fight me. So that is why a lot of the men, they want to be convinced that this is what I truly want. That's why they always say, if you love me, then let me sleep with you. Then I will be sure that you love me. No, the women, no. Don't allow him to sleep with you before he marries you. Let him desire. Let him imagine. Let him just try to picture Do you understand? And that desire will drive him. So if you are so precious, then I want to have you and know who you are. So, but for the women, we always try to push ourselves on the men. Women will start going to cook for the man.
Before we get into the other nitty-gritties of this whole thing, let's talk about the sex parts.
The sex part.
The sex parts. Because right now, currently, the way things are going when it comes to relationships...
Family first.
And not even just that, but the men, if you're not giving it, before you realize, some end up getting it elsewhere.
Oh, but that man doesn't love you.
So if...
No, that man doesn't love you. If you want to have a degree, can you jump the exam to get a degree?
No,
then you will be a fake. They will arrest you.
Yeah.
Look at people impersonating as lawyers and doctors.
Yes.
No, you are a criminal. So if you want to jump the marriage before you taste of the fruit, you are a criminal. You know, there are times where we all err as humans.
That's true.
We all err. That's why Paul said that if you know you are burning and you cannot stay alone like he did, get married.
Yeah.
Because the burning alone can push the man to go and stand in the shower and be masturbating. I see a lot of grown-up men, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Meanwhile, because the body has been designed by God to desire sex. The body, as you grow, you get to puberty and you start menstruating, and the man gets his Adam's apple, and the hair starts coming from all over the areas. Then he starts all these desires.
Yeah.
And when you don't direct your boy, who becomes a young man, into the right avenue, somebody will start passing through his back. Somebody will start passing through his back. Because the desire is there.
Yes.
And nobody has directed him that this is wrong, this is right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so, well, let me go back to your question, because now you have gotten me into different areas.
Yeah.
First of all, there has to be an understanding of love. When I meet two people who have been dating for 6 years, I ask them, are you guys all right up here? You are dating for 6 years. And you are just dating, nothing is happening, I don't believe you.
There's something happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is somebody that you love.
Yeah.
And you are holding hands, you are going out, you are sleeping over.
Yeah.
Please, I'm not a child.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And you can pretend and you can defend yourself. God knows your heart. So the right thing is for you to let the lady's parents know that I'm interested in your daughter. And that daughter must make sure she sends this man to her pastor, to her spiritual head, whether you are Muslim, Hare Krishna, whatever. Send the suitor to your spiritual leader.
Okay.
It is for your own good. The only time they don't want to do that is when they know the person they are dating is the wrong person for them.
Yeah, they don't want to take you serious. They're not going to take you to the altar.
And they know it, but either the person is just using them, either the person is just not right, and they know. So they don't want to send this person to their spiritual leader. Because when you bring the man...
you're talking from the perspective of the lady.
Of the lady.
Okay.
When you bring the man to me, as Edua, I will talk to the man.
Right.
And I can tell you, this man is good for you, this man is not good for you, this marriage will work, this marriage will not work.
All right, Reverend Nanayaa, Apostle, I'm going to come to you. So our list is actually ready. So I'm going to start with Apostle.
I wanted to say something to...
Yes, please.
Just about 1 minute to ascertain the fact already established. I don't know why you are smiling.
Because already we know what you are trying to do.
You want to crucify me?
Not today.
Okay.
So I feel like when it comes to preparation for marriage also, I wanted to add something.
Okay.
That it has to first start with attraction. Attraction is the bedrock for the beginning of every relationship.
Right.
then attention.
Okay.
So when the attraction lack attention, then there is no future.
Oh.
In the attention is where communication come in.
Yeah.
People call courtship. They talk to each other. They want to know each other, your likes and dislikes. It's the attention. It comes through communication. When attention is now ascertained and fact is put together that, okay, I think we are too compatible or two people that could be able to come together to get married, then preparation begins. The preparation is when you go deeper than attention.
Right.
You begin to prepare. What do you do? You know, how much do you get?
Yeah.
Me too, how much do I get?
Yeah.
What can we do and what can't we do? Then after the preparation is done, then manifestation, which is introduction to various families and friends and spiritual head. One of the things I feel people do too early is to expose people they are dating too early. Because early exposures can give birth to early, closures. Because what you don't expose cannot be disposed. And so when you realize that the relationship is at the level of incubation, you don't introduce it like chicken. You cannot introduce an incubated egg as chicken or chick, even though there is a chick inside.
Apostle, before you continue, so what you're trying to say is when you start a relationship, for instance, so let me use myself as an example. If I'm to start a relationship right now with somebody new, I'm not supposed to do any proper introduction to anybody yet.
Of course. Because
Till after a little while of getting acquainted, comfortable, okay with the person.
Knowing that I want this person.
Okay.
Knowing that this person is compatible to me. Knowing that this person is good. Knowing that I can forgive the person.
Okay.
Knowing that I love this person genuinely.
Right.
Because sometimes the early introductions bring us to a level of problems.
Pressure.
Somebody who doesn't even like you, you think the person is smiling with you, but he's your friend. And then by the time you introduce the person, it's gone. But the person is not rooted already in the
relationship. Yeah.
And you are carrying the person and your best friend out to go and drink or out to somewhere and everything.
Okay.
And you say that, no, this guy, you saw this new car I'm driving. This guy gave me the car. I said I wouldn't tell anybody. And this guy is very good. You see that ring? You see that thing I bought? That purse from Gucci by Gucci. Is this guy this is a guy I've been hiding. You go and urinate. You are a lady. Go and urinate and come back and see whether the man that is sitting there will be the same.
Oh.
Then your friend will take his number, start calling the person, destroying you that, look, he's my very good friend. I know her very well.
Yeah.
Just that I'm not destroying her, but just that I want you to be very careful. And the way they will go about discussing...
It will make you as a man feel like they have your interests at heart. Yeah.
Meanwhile, it is the person that is the target.
Yeah.
One of the greatest sin of our generation is the sin of envy.
Okay.
And so whenever people gain access to good things, they shouldn't expose it early. Why? Stones are exposed on the ground because they are easy to find. But gold is inside the earth. You must dig to find.
I like that.
And so you need to figure out what exactly you, the individual, want. Whether you want people to just know that, hey, it's been a long time, you were in a relationship with
and now I'm in one. Yeah.
To go, or you will keep it until you build a formidable relationship that you know that no storm can make it break. Then you can start the introduction of it.
Interesting submissions so far. We are still here. It's time for Let's Talk Relationship. Reverend Nanayaa Prempeh has given us some insights into preparations, the basic preparations towards marriage, the ceremony, and Apostle Emmanuel Inkum has done his bit as well. It's time for us to delve into exactly what the topic for discussion today is. So we're going to start with the very first slide that we have, and that is the bride. So both the bride and the groom, whom is supposed to pay what? So what we have here is, with the bride, groom's wedding ring, groom's wedding gift, and bridesmaid gifts. Okay. I don't even know how to feel about this.
Where did you get this list from?
Groom's wedding ring.
This is not, so, yeah.
Huh?
And then bridesmaid
That's right,
gifts.
yeah, listen.
And this is a list that is actually massively circulating on social media. It's greatly circulating on social media. Yeah, so after this was posted, there were mixed reactions here and there. But you at home could contribute to this as well. So this is what we have for the bride. That the bride has to pay for the groom's wedding ring, the groom's wedding gifts, and the bridesmaid gifts. Let's start with that. Reverend Nanayaa.
In the first place, we keep saying it's the man who marries the woman.
Yes.
I think it's the other way around. It's the woman who marries the man.
Oh.
Yes. Because there's no marriage if the woman says, I don't. There's no marriage.
Oh.
Because they'll ask you, do you?
Do you want us to accept the things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If the lady says, this man, I don't know him from Adam.
There is no marriage.
There's no marriage. The man may be the best suitor, the best groom you can ever have, has his money, has his looks, comes with a truckload of accessories for your wardrobe and all that. The lady says, no. Is there a marriage? There's no marriage. Right. So it's the woman who marries the man.
Okay.
The man proposes, but the woman says, yes, I accept. It's not the other way around, but it's because it's the man who is providing, because it's the man, every day we are learning, also for.
Yes, we are, every day.
Every day we are learning.
We are learning.
Because it's the man who is seen as the provider. But let me tell you what, now things are changing.
Okay.
I mean, look at you, all packaged like that.
Yeah.
Huh? If a man comes here, I'm looking for a Sadia. This man, I don't know him.
Yeah.
Obesunkra, what you say? Women can make men miserable by just saying yes or no. Am I your power? Hey, women put men on their knees.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Do you want to see one?
You know, like, like I really want to burst out in laughter. I want to burst out in laughter because a similar thing happened not too long ago with me. So Sheila is just screaming in my ears.
Give her the tissue.
No,
wipe your eyes.
Reverend Nanayaa. It's as if I told Reverend Nanayaa about it. Please, the crew, who has told Reverend Nanayaa about what happened here?
Nothing. Nobody.
Because right now, I am feeling attacked. A similar thing happened not too long ago.
I don't call myself a prophetess, but sometimes God uses me too.
And it's so spot on.
Is it? So women are very powerful. And I believe that the man who is wise is the man who will listen to his woman. Just like God told Abraham to listen to Sarai.
Yeah.
Because when a man has everything he wants, and he doesn't have a beautiful woman sitting at the front side of his car, he's not complete. A man has told me that in the past. I was just growing up. He came with a beautiful Mercedes-Benz and a box of chocolates and money that they have gathered from their shop. The whole rubber bag with money. He brought it to me. Nana, what did I tell me car in front to mommy?
Wow.
Tell me car in front. Now me down for fun. So who say? Me so many girl.
Wow.
Yes. So men are complete when they find a good woman.
Okay.
Not just a beautiful woman.
Okay.
But a good woman.
Right.
So I believe that when it comes to this bridal purchases and things, there are women who are in a position to wed the men.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
But you see, what makes it right is when you volunteer. Baby, we are in love. I love you. We are going to spend the rest of our lives together. Allow me. I can do it for other people. Why not my own wedding? Allow me.
Okay.
But when you are a woman and you are in a position to do that, please, never buy the ring that you are going to wear yourself.
Okay.
Never buy that yourself.
Okay.
Because that is in our current situation, that is the only thing that the man can show to his friends, to his family, that this is me on the woman. And of course, a lot of traditionalists don't believe in rings.
Okay.
But the fact that for us, we think it's a symbol, it doesn't hurt, whether you believe in it or not. If the woman says, this is what I like, love comes with compromises. Mm-hmm. You don't like it, but the woman likes it. So meet her halfway. Explain it to her. I don't like it, baby, but because of you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? A lot of things that we want to do, but because of God, we don't do it.
Yeah.
And it's because of the love and respect we have for God. So if you find a woman that you love, and there are things that you don't like to do, but this is what makes the woman happy, because she's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Do you want her to be sad? So you come to a compromise. I love you. I don't like this. Mm-hmm. But since this is what will make you happy, I will do it for you.
Okay. I want Apostle to address it, but I want us to move through the slides quickly so that we can spend the rest of the minutes left just addressing the whole thing. So if you can move on with the slides. So we've spoken about the bride, groom's wedding ring, groom's wedding gift, bridesmaid gifts. Let's move on. The groom. Now that's a long list. So with the groom, we have bride's engagement and wedding ring, bride's wedding gift, gifts for best man and groomsmen, marriage license, bride's bouquet, transportation, personal attire, and the honeymoon. All should be paid by the groom. Let's move on. If you can move on quickly on to the next one.
Isn't it the last?
Okay, so the groomsmen, this is what they are supposed to. Wedding attire, transportation to and from the wedding, gifts from all the groomsmen to the groom, and bachelor party. Okay. Let's move on. You can share your thoughts with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it is Joy Prime TV. Let us know how you think about what you think about the conversation so far. Okay, so let's come to the groom's family. Bride price and traditional marriage rights. Hotel for out-of-town guests. Their wedding attire. Their own travel and lodging. Wedding gifts for the couple. Honeymoon. Wedding officiant. Drinks. Wedding venue, security, and logistics. All these should be paid by the groom's family. Let's move on. We have to take from the bride's family. I've already read the groomsmen. So the bride's family also has a pretty long list. So wedding gift for the couple, catering, bride's gown and accessories, wedding cake, their own attire, music, decorations, photography, bridesmaids' bouquets, souvenirs for guests, transportation for bridal party, engagement or traditional wedding ceremony costs. And that's it for the supposed list that somebody put together and posted on social media that should be shared amongst every single person that is involved in a marriage ceremony. Apostle Lincoln.
Thank you for the opportunity. I think that we are still going backward.
Okay.
Because in the beginning it was not so. And if we believe, I'm speaking as a pastor, first of all, God created Adam. And when God wanted Eve to come out, God put Adam into a deep sleep and brought Eve out of Adam. The rib that was taken out of Adam was the bride price, which was the sacrifice Adam made to be able to get Eve.
Okay.
So if you ask anyone, if somebody says, what did Adam pay before he got Eve? You should remember the sacrifice of the rib that was taken before God handed over Eve to Adam. Now, if you come to Genesis 24, you will also see Rebecca when Eliezer, who was the servant of Abraham, was sent to go and marry somebody for Isaac. When he went, there was a thematic imprint of the kind of woman he wanted for the master's wife, a master's daughter. It will interest you to know that one of it, the summary of it was that he wanted a woman who is serviceable. And then so when he got to the seaside and saw this lady coming and gave him drink, gave him food, and served all the dishes, he said, no, this is the girl.
Okay.
And then they started to have a conversation. Then when the girl, Eliezer told the girl, oh, my master's son want to marry you. Guess what happened? I'll come to the list too. The list is where I'm about to list.
Okay, yeah.
He said, oh, I'm ready for it. I'm just ready for it. But if there is anything at all, then let me go deeper to it that if in case you want to, would you marry him? And then Rebecca said, I will marry him. And he said, if you marry him, he took a bangle
yeah,
of gold and gave to as a form of promise.
Yeah.
And then the lady went to the family and told the family, this man want to marry me for this particular person. And I really like the person. So I want to marry the person. When they accepted, there are things that were done there that I think it can be duplicated or it can be learned today. One, if you look at from 51 going, you will see there was gold, silver, diamond, gold, silver, raiment, atare, obanatare obeshe, and all those things was provided by Eliezer because of Becky.
Auntie Becky.
And Becky's family also provided food and drink and things for the people that went to ask her hand in marriage. And the following day, they now handed Becky to Eliezer to hand Eliezer over to Isaac. This is it now. When it comes to marriage, the bride price is non-negotiable.
Okay.
Than even the ring my sister spoke about.
Okay.
The woman can be helpful, but the bride price is non-negotiable for the man. The family can negotiate the price, but he has to pay the price because that is a real marriage. All the things that are on the list now are the encumbrances. But the real thing that we have to look at is the bride price.
Okay.
Not the ecolac and the things that are there and the bouquet and all those things. That is the fanciful things I'm talking about, that it has become a distraction and an impediment for young men to get married.
Right.
And even young women to be married.
Yeah.
You know, you see, because you see, all this list they have mentioned, it will take about, I want to say it's a random poll in my head. I've never asked anybody.
Okay.
But I can tell you that 15% of men, or less than 15% of men can afford this.
Oh.
Even in 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So should we look at some of these things like bouquet, like all these kind of things that...
Bride's gifts, groom's gifts.
Groom's gifts, and whatever. And most of this comes through external influences. Maybe I'm coming to marry you, Mami. And then your family is so rich, but my family is not rich.
Right.
And they said, only us, we are bringing 1,000 people. If your family is bringing 1,000 people, then they should give me money to take care of 1,000 men if I cannot afford it.
It's as simple as that.
That is simple.
Yes.
Because marriage is not between, it's between two people, even though family comes in.
Yeah.
My responsibility as a man is to pay your bride price and prove to your family that I'm a visionary man and I can provide for you and I can take care of their child.
And is that not the reason why there's these flamboyant weddings? Because That is proof.
That is not a
That
proof.
the groom is from a good home.
Okay, so if spending money is a proof, okay, then the people who borrowed money to go and get married just to prove the fact that they can take care of the people, okay, the lady,
the bride,
and the bride. And then after everything was done, Mami, what then happened was that there was no more marriage. There was a wedding, but there was no more marriage. So if ceremony is more important to people than marriage, then I think we are sick and insane generation.
My goodness.
We are schizophrenic. We are suffering from mental broadcasting. And there is an absolute misplacement of priority in the game of life. Because I cannot literally waste money that we can save, we can start business with, we can use some to take care of our children, we can use some to buy a land, to bring people I don't even know.
Yes. Family members I know nothing about.
They've never called me before. The family members whom they say they've never called me on phone before. They've never checked on me before. They've never asked how I'm doing before. When I was even sick, they never visited me. Now I'm doing wedding. They are carrying everybody from their village in a car. And I have to come and pay for their transport.
And even where they will sleep.
Where they will sleep. And some of them, they even want to come 3 days before the time.
Yes.
Because so milk normally will dry. Now, by the time you get married, you become frustrated, and they will say the curses in your family is what is breaking your home. It's not everything that is demonically oriented or generational curses. Some of these things are societal burdens they put on young couples that have to really begin their life in a sense of moderation, and then they lift. Look at the things they've listed. So let's say I've come to your family to get married, and then there is your mother doesn't have, your father doesn't have. How would they host all these people and give them all these things they have listed for the bride's family, the groom's family, and this family, and this family? How would they be able to do it? Then after, they will take a car, go to this, pay for this, pay for this. The groom will pay for the... You look, there was a guy that went to Nigeria to get married, and he's an Igbo guy. And he went and they gave him a list. When they gave him the list, he said he's going to urinate, he will be back. True story. True story.
He left and didn't return.
He left and didn't return. He left the rest of the little thing he just told them, the palm wine and the cola nuts and all those things, and left and never came back. Now, it might shock you, the lady might not be married till now. Because, you see, these things are burdens, deteriorating our society. Obuoma or Dobano, you just don't want to marry the girl. They are burning, like what Doc said. They are burning. And they are not, you cannot put fire inside the bosom and you will not shake. Are you getting me? You will definitely shake unless you don't bring the fire into your bosom. That's why I tell people that when sex can happen in relationship, when atmosphere is created. It is not demonic, it's not spiritual, it's atmosphere.
You create the atmosphere, it happens.
You visit a guy in his house and he has put candles and he has put some flowers around.
Chocolates,
I made the breakfast and all those things. By the time you are eating, you yourself, things will go into your head and
get it ready.
And that is
what is atmosphere. Then Doc also said something I wanted to also address a little bit. My point about don't allow somebody to use you. When it comes to sex, nobody uses anybody. And women should stop claiming those things. In marriage and outside marriage, I can't talk about it because minfuaso. But nobody uses anybody. Sometimes we, the men, pay a lot of price to make sure that the woman attains certain even level of orgasms. That is the truth. Because certain level. Because it is easy for us. But the woman is not easy for them. So you have to take time and the price will pay. So if he says that you sue, nobody uses anybody. Don't create the atmosphere for something like that to happen. Before I just kick off, let me go back to say that. So the two people who want to get married should rather sit down and check their budget and figure out exactly what they can afford. And both of them should go to their various families
and let them know.
Communicate with them
Yes.
that we love ourselves.
Yes.
We want to be married.
Right.
But this is what we have. This is what we can afford. So this is our wedding, not your wedding.
Yes.
So this is what we can afford. This is what we can do. And then that will be the catch that will deter the family's external influences to expand the budget system of the
I really love the submission so far. I want us to quickly read some messages. Our time is up. We have quite a number of messages that we have to read. So can I please have the messages, read them, and then we can end today's edition of Prime Morning. This is Let's Talk Relationship, and today we are talking about the bride and the groom in preparations towards wedding or the marriage ceremony. Who is supposed to buy what? That is the question, and impressive submissions so far. And so you have sent in some messages. We have to take them quickly because our time is up. But whilst we get the messages ready, let me take our final submissions. Reverend Nanayaa, I want you to please take your final submission while we get the message ready.
The bottom line is cut your coat according to your material.
Yes.
If your material is not Dangote size, what business do you have going to spend 60,000, 100,000 on decor? What business do you have going to the bank to take a loan to get married? Are you out of your mind? You know, so even the traditional marriages now, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And when you look at somebody's wedding and you want to have the same, you don't know the relationships that the person has. That person might have had everything for free because of relationships.
That's true.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if my husband, or let's say my father, owns a printing shop, so they printed lots of pictures to decorate the venue, and they printed beautiful invitation cards. And my mother owns a catering company, so she did
the
good
food for you without having to pay anything.
Beautiful utensils.
Yeah.
And you come and you see gold sparkling on the table. I want this. I want the same. You go out of your budget. So I think you must cut your coat according to your material.
Okay,
and
Reverend.
make sure that you don't overspend for your marriage.
Okay, let me take the messages. Good morning to you and your panelists. I am Kofi. In fact, your guests are fantastic. Especially the submission of the apostle. I have really learned enough from them. I think his members are lucky having him. Keep it
They'll listen to him.
If they'll listen to him. Yeah. Good morning, Nessie Edward. Please ask Reverend Nanayaa, what are the causes of cheating in marriage? I promise you we'll get into that conversation next week, God willing, because I have a very important question in relation to cheating in marriages as well. So we'll delve into that next week, God willing. Reverend Nanayaa is going to address that issue, I really promise you. So these are the messages that we can pick up in relation to today's topic. Thank you so much to every single one of you.
My last submission. Why? It looks like Nana has a special place.
So we'll do it.
Okay, Apostle, right, please, quickly.
Okay, so I just want to tell everybody that when it comes to marriage, it is two coming together to become one. Don't allow the third party to come and disrupt the future you want to build. My name is Apostle Nkum. I am the head pastor of the Radiant Place, and I want to invite you to visit us. We are at Apenkwa Total Filling Station, inside the filling station, opposite Tesano Papaye, and you can call me on 0246 32 89 84, 0246 32 89 84. Thank you so much, Nana, for giving me
and come to Authority Bible Church.
The opportunity to
come to Authority Bible Church. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Also for the Nasri Nini. 3 p.m. every Sunday.
So this is campaign
at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Every Sunday, please come and see me and meet God, and God will bless you. 3 p.m. every Sunday at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Authority Bible Church. God bless you.
God bless you guys. Okay, so just a few that I have to take. Few messages and then we go. Hi, good morning, Mrs. Yedwa. I'm Faustina from Ahafo. So I like the submissions from your panelists. Thank you so much for your message, Faustina. Good morning, Mrs. Yedwa. Please ask Reverend Nanayaa what are the causes of cheating. Okay, yes, I already read that. Reverend Nanayaa, please quickly, causes of cheating in marriage. There we go.
Oh, this cannot be 1 and 2.
Exactly, cannot be 1 and 2.
But
so like
you
I
can
said,
never tame them to the extent that you want them to be. Mostly, 98% of the time, cheating starts from the men. 98% of the time, the cheating starts from the men.
It's not true. It starts with the woman.
No, it is the man who wants to have a wife.
and this is the point where we are going to give
still
you...
keep a side chick. It is the man who wants to have a wife and still keep a side chick. And when he's caught
with the woman,
when he's caught, then he's oh baby, it's not the way, it's not like the way you think.
Apostle, 1 minute, please.
Because most at times, some of the cheating, I'm speaking outside the kingdom perspective, begin with the attitude and the character of the woman that pushes their husband outside or your boyfriends outside the jurisdiction of their comfort zone.
Absolutely,
and they don't deal with the attitude, but they want to deal with the reactions of the people.
But Apostle, what about good women? Very good women who are awesome to their husbands.
Good is relative. Good is relative. Somebody can be good to you, but might not be good to me. So we need to now talk. That is why communication is very important in marriage.
Okay.
To validate the authenticity and the longevity of the relationship without this cheating thing coming to become a canker or a cancer to destroy it.
And this is the point where we end Let's Talk Relationship and Prime Morning today. But I promise you, next week, Thursday, God willing, we are going to delve into this particular conversation, because the question I wanted to ask was, if you are cheated on in a marriage, how do you handle it? Yes. And so we are going to delve into that next week, Thursday, God willing, all right? But before I go away, Big Chef Junior Season 4, we are still calling on you, parents, and was your children who are between the ages of 7 and 12 years. Please, if they have the skill for culinary, for cooking, let them prepare their favorite meal and send that to our WhatsApp number. So you have to compile that, edit it into a 2-minute video, and our WhatsApp number is 055-157-5757. It's all about Big Chef Junior Season 4.